Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Shark Tank. One more game before the end of the 2024-2025 season. I'm so happy to be here in the Shark Tank to cover this one exhibition game between the Barrie Junior Sharks and the Brampton Junior Canadettes. Let's bring you on in here to our rink as the Junior Sharks take to the ice. They're going to be wearing some retro jerseys from a couple of years ago. And brand new numbers, so I'll be fielding my way out to see if I can call this game as well as I've covered some regular season games. And the Canadettes are wearing some interesting blue jerseys today, and those numbers look like they're easy enough to call, so I'm kind of excited about that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cheryl Gilroy. Welcome to the live stream here on the YouTube channel. I'm so happy to be bringing this action to you today. One final live stream before we all take a break and regroup for the coming fall. It was an exciting season here for the Junior Sharks. Coming home with a bronze medal from championship weekend. I wondered all season long how they could possibly top the bronze medal they won at provincials last year, and they did. What a fantastic ride it's been. And this one's just going to be a casual get-to-know-you type of exhibition game between Brampton and Barrie, and it's going to be awesome. Those are bright blue jerseys. Oh my. 3.5 minutes here in warm-up, and I'm going to bring you your starting lineups for the visiting Brampton Canadettes. On defense, number 2, Ashlyn Armstrong, and number 22, Samantha Kazakowski. On the forward line, number 4, Emma Sulfur, number 9, Annika Mahan, and number 18, Sophia Stahl. And starting in net for the Brampton Junior Canadettes, number 31, Emily Mackey. And they're dressed, as you can see, in these beautiful royal blue jerseys. You can see on the clock just 3 minutes remaining in the warm-up. On the Junior Sharks side, your starting lineup for the new Barrie Junior Sharks for the 2025-2026 upcoming season. Starting on defense, number 5, Gabby Willard. Number 22, Annabelle Cosgrave. Both ladies are joining us from different squads last year. Gabby Willard was a part of the U15 AA squad here in Barrie, and Annabella Cosgrave joins us from Ottawa 67 U23. On the forward line, number 7, Simone Swanson, number 16, Sadie Fox, and number 21, Ella De Silva. Simone Swanson joins us from Brampton U18 AA. Sadie Fox joins us from U15 AA in Sudbury, and number 21, Ella De Silva, joins us from Central York U18 AA. Welcome to the squad, ladies. And starting in net for your Barrie Junior Sharks is number 31, Ava Sador. Now, all the returning players here are wearing brand new numbers, so I'm going to have to get used to who's wearing what. I haven't seen these jerseys in quite some time. Kind of cool looking. Just less than 2 minutes here in warm-up, and we'll get set for player introductions. Our national anthem, and of course the exhibition game before you. I want to take this time to welcome in all the viewers who are joining here from Brampton. I'm happy to bring the live stream to you as well. I love how far this YouTube channel has come in the last couple of years. Myself and my partner Josh have worked very hard to make it the best stream possible. We're kind of proud of ourselves for what we've been able to do in the past couple of years, and we look forward to doing even more than what we've done this past year. But welcome aboard, Brampton Canadettes. Happy to have you along, and anybody from the Junior Shark side who is tuning in who is not in the building, welcome along to the live stream. Once again, my name is Cheryl Gilroy. 1 minute remaining here in the warm-up, and then we'll have player introductions. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. starting lineup for the Brampton Canedettes. On forward, number 18, Sophia Starr. Number 9, Annika Mahone. And number 4, Emma Sulphur. Number 2, Ashlyn Armstrong. And number 22, Samantha Kozakowski. And starting in net, number 31, Emily Mackey. And the rest of the Brampton Canadette squad. Starting lineup for the Junior Sharks. Number 7, Simone Swanson. Number 16, Sadie France. And number 21, Elle De Silva. On defense, number 5, Gabby Willard. And number 22, Annabella Cosgrave. And starting in net, number 31, Ava Zador. Now time for the national anthem. Let's get ready for one final hockey game before we take a break for the warm weather. It's been an awesome ride since last August, but one more Call of Duty left, and it's one more exhibition game here in the Shark Tank. So happy to have you along here with us. 20 minutes are on the clock. I've got my rosters in front of me, and I'm going to do my best to call everything as correctly as I can. But nice laid back, easy going, just watching how the girls gel and come together, and it's going to be fun. On the face-off dot, it looks like it's going to be Sadie France and Annika Mahone for the Brampton Canedettes. Everybody is in their positions. We are set to go. And here we are. Puck is down, and the Sharks are going to take advantage of it. Willard's going to dump it down into the Brampton Canadette end to get things going for us here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Barrie. Cosgrave is going to fight for it down low. Not Cosgrave, excuse me. De Silva. These yellow numbers are a little tricky to read here from up here, so I'm going to do my best. Cosgrave is going to hold the line. She'll send it down behind the goal line as the Brampton Canedettes will try to collect that puck. Samantha Kozakowski gets it as far as the blue line. Sharks still on the hunt, though. In the opening 30 seconds, Mahone is going to get rid of it and slide it through neutral and dump it down for a line change. Emma Sulphur is going to chase after it while the Sharks reclaim it in their own end. Stewart's going to pass it off, but it doesn't get that far. Canedettes bring it right back in. Sador finds it and leaves it behind the net. It's for Adrielle Charette. She gets it to the far side of the boards. Canedettes still holding on here in the offensive zone. Charette slide over to Meta. Back and forth. Gets it out into the slot. Airwood's going to get picked up by Kate Stewart. Happy to see Kate Stewart returning to the squad this coming fall. She had an awesome season this year and was our top point getter. Looking for something similar here in the fall. Stewart takes her time in the slot, fires it in, and a save by Mackey with just 18:33 remaining in the first period. And we're underway. Want to send a big thank you to all the viewers who supported the live streams on the YouTube channel all season long. We sure appreciate it. Looking forward to doing more. Urbach sends it down behind the net, but the Candidates are going to collect that behind the goal line and try to get it out. It feeds into the slot. Sharks take it away and fire it in, and another save from Mackey. That shot being made by May Severn. Molly Adams on the draw for Brampton against Aaliyah Sutton. And the slot, she'll fire that to slide through the blue and into the near side corner. And take it behind the net. That is Tatum Anderson to the far side. Sliding forward, doesn't get too far. Avery Gillespie with the backhand, dumping it down before she heads to the bench. Sharks taking over in their own end. Far side, long pass up in front. Sharks have a little bit of space. They wait, they fire, just goes over the crossbar. That shot being taken by Ella Da Silva. Battle behind the net. Brampton's going to collect that and get it out of their own zone. They do get it to neutral and over the red line. Dumping it down. Sador will find it. Sharks racing back to try to hold on to that puck behind the net. Meta trying to get in on the action, as is Willard. She holds on. Off the near side, far side boards. Candidates taking over. D-to-D pass as the Brampton Candidates will try to re-enter the zone, but the Sharks will jump on that puck and get it into the Candidates' end. Da Silva hold down. She's okay, gets right back up. Candidates will clear, and that will go the distance, but not enough for icing. Nope, that is waved off. Willard getting a hip chuck, and she falls down, but gets right back up. Candidates are looking to get the first tick of the cat here. They want the first goal. Candidates didn't have the season that they wanted to, so I'm sure they're looking to retool. Oh, big hit there. No call on that. Play continues. Bit more physicality than I was expecting in this exhibition game. But it's hockey. We all know it can get physical. Dumping down behind. Cosgrave's going to find it. Chip it off the boards to the far side. Here come the Sharks. Over the blue line. Don't get too far, and that's going to get called for the offside with 16:06 remaining in the first period. May Severn was the one carrying that puck in. We'll have a face-off here just in front of the Brampton bench. Brampton had it for a split second. Sharks taking over. May Severn bringing it into the Canada end. Looking to get it out in the slot, but she has to carry it behind the net instead. Brampton really feisty, looking to get a handle at that puck, and they do. Now in the offensive zone, weaving in through, trying to get into the slot area, and the puck gets shot and goes wide. Puck behind the net. Brampton still on the hunt at the blue line. That gets shot in by Kozakowski. Couple of bodies in front, doesn't meet the target, and Sharks are going to skate away. Here's Sonia Mehta. May Severn. Shot in on the side, great save by Mackey. Sharks look for the wraparound. No free lane, so back the other way they go. Mehta holding onto the line and sending it down behind the goal. Battle for it here on the near side boards. Brampton reclaiming it, but not out. Adriel Charette holding on. Back to the neutral zone for Kate Stewart. She hands it off. Shot in, saved by Mackey. That shot made by Da Silva. France. Gotta learn these new names, Cheryl. Over the red line. Candet stump it down in. Kathleen Dion will find it, being chased by a Candet right on her heels. So she has to be quick. Out in front. That's Da Silva. Brampton puts it back the other way. Just about 5 minutes in this opening frame. No score as of yet. Off the near side boards, they'll battle for it. 3 white, 2 blue. It comes loose and to the far side right in front of the Barrie bench. 2 sevens collide. Everyone looks okay. Barrie sending it forward and into the offensive zone. Here comes Simone Swanson, shooting it behind the net, right to the blue line. Sharks try to hold the line, and they do. They are successful. Meta trying to get a hold of that puck. Can't do it. They'll come out to the neutral. All the way back in, and that was Samantha Lormont shooting it down into the far side corner, and that was icing with 13:49 remaining in the first period. To the right of Sador. Sharks have it after the draw. To the far side, Sharks can't carry it out. Canadettes doing a great job keeping it in onside in the offensive zone. To the blue line, shot in. A funny hop goes wide of Sador. They'll battle for it here in the near side corner. Elias Sutton gets it free. Shoot up off the near side boards. Abby Bromwell's going to chase for it, but the Canadettes pick it up in their own end. Out to neutral. Meta's going to backtrack. Slide over to her D partner. Goes through the legs of Cosgrave instead. She'll reclaim that in the far side corner. Battling for it with Mahone in the back of the goal line. Out in front. Clear angle. Shot in. Great blocker save by Zador. Puck still loose. Canadettes battle away at it, but it's going to trickle into the neutral zone. Looking for a free avenue. It's Samantha Kozakowski sending it forward. Can't get over that blue line. Mahone trying. Sharks forcing it back the other way. Sutton trying to get in on it. She will grab that. Can't get too far. In come the Canadettes. Shot, and Cosgrave lifted the stick at the last second, so that misses the mark. Up to Urbach. Olivia Urbach doesn't get too far. What a great offensive rush here by the Canadettes. Still on that puck. Here's Sonia Meta. Back in the Barrie end, working it forward. She gets a hip check for her troubles. Play continues here in the Canadette end behind Mackey. Stewart coming in, goes by her, back all the way. No icing, that's immediately waved off by the linesperson. Battle behind the net, out in front, shot in, Zador with the save. Puck still loose. That shot made by Julia Sage. Point blank range practically. Far side. Pass meant for Stewart, doesn't reach her. Canadette still on the job here in the Sharks' end. Sage back behind the net, trying to put it out in front. De Silva loses an edge. She goes into the boards, but not hard. She's fine. Back the other way, here we go. Shot in, and rebound available for Kate Stewart. How did that not go in? She had an open side of the cage. Now it goes in. That shot made by number 17, Adriel Charette, and Barrie's on the board, 1-0. 11:20 remaining in the first period. Great back and forth battle. These two teams really seem like they're equally matched for speed and passing ability. Goaltenders haven't had to do too much work, and we're already about halfway through the first period. After the face-off, Canadettes are going to reclaim possession. They want to get an equalizer. Pass up. Samantha Brown doing the work on that after the draw. Sharks are going to bring it back the other way, trying to get it past that blue line. Forced back into their own end. Some great puck handling by Annabella Cosgrave. It'll trickle down, no icing. You see the wave off there by the linesperson. Adriel Charette there. France with the assist. Great feed out in front by France. They will come to the neutral zone. Canadettes are going to try and chase, but it's going to get picked up by the Sharks defense and sending it down, and that will be icing against the Barrie Junior Sharks. 10:30 remaining in the opening frame. 1-0 Barrie Sharks. Brampton has it after the draw, sending it to the point. Sliding down, but it's going to go past the far side post. Battle for it with the referee in the corner as he tries to out of the way quickly. Sutton trying to get in on it, but Cosgrove's going to collect it. She'll backhand to her D partner, Willard. It gets to the neutral zone. Kozakowski sending it down. Sonia Mehta holding on, trying to slide it over. Canadettes want to reclaim that puck and get it out in front to get an attempt to get an equalizer shot here. Doesn't work this time around. It's going to come back the other way. Here's May Severn. Shot and right through the blue paint. What a great save there by Mackey. Brampton clears, and now here's a rush at the other end. Doesn't get too far. In the middle of a line change for the Canadettes. Sonia Mehta back behind the line, sending it forward for Kate Stewart. She finds it, but she can't catch up to it, and that is going to be icing again against the Barrie Junior Sharks. A little bit of a collision there behind the net, but everyone looks okay. 9:22 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Barrie Sharks. Front has it after the draw. Sharks trying to maintain control of that. Mehta to the far side. Into the neutral zone. Picked up by Samantha Larmond, trying to chase after it is Mehta. De Silva trying to get in on the action, but Brampton has it. Pass up to Sulphur. They can't clear it. In comes De Silva again. Shot through, and the netminder Mackey does get a piece of it and steers it to the far side corner. Front to the blue line. To Cosgrave. Shot in, just misses the mark on the near side post. What a shot Cosgrave has. You can hear the sound as it hit that board behind the net. She's got quite the shot. Off the near side boards, and it's going to trickle all the way down, and that is going to be icing this time against the Brampton Canadettes. 8:22 remaining in the first period. Seems almost a sin to be here covering this game. I'm happy to do it, mind you, but it is a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Barrie, Ontario. After the rough winter that we had and fighting through the ice storm, it's so nice to have the warmth outside and be able to roll down that window as you're driving. They'll battle for it behind the net. Trying to get out in front, right in the slot area for the Sharks. Larmond, and just sits there in the blue paint. No Shark available, and the Canadettes can capture that and will clear the puck. Here's Mahone down the near side boards. Go off on a line change. Sharks will take over. Adriel Charette trying to get it out. Slides it up. Brumwell couldn't find it. Here's Urbach trying to pull it in. Doesn't last long. Sharks go in offside and will have to tag and get on. Canadettes passing that puck around. They want a clear avenue here so they can get out of their own end. There'll be a chase for it. Zadora will go to play it. No, she won't. She will leave it for Charette. But she can't get there. Back and forth between a blue and a white jersey behind the net. Sutton coming in to give her partner a hand. Trying to work that puck loose, doesn't quite work. All right, Gabby Willard now in possession of that puck to the far side. Trying to give it to Severn. She comes away with that puck. Cross ice pass to Urbach. She'll wait and she'll fire. That finds the top corner. And she scores, and the Sharks go up 2-0. What a shot there by Olivia Urbach, and a great feed by May Severn. Back on the draw is Tatum Anderson for the Brampton Canadettes. The Sharks will reset. 6:58 remaining in the first period. Brampton forces the puck into the Shark zone. Sharks will collect it though. Meta trying to draw it out of that near side corner. Up to Kate Stewart. Shot in. Hits the face mask of De Silva. She's okay. Not often you get hit square in the face with that puck. Shot into Zador, and she's going to cover that up for a quick face-off. 6:36 remaining in the first period. Face-off to the left of Zador. Abby Brumwell on the draw, I believe. Kate Stewart looking for a partner to pass to. Passes it up to De Silva. She can't hold on. Slides off the end. Front's trying to come in and give her a hand. She finds it. Trying the backhand to get it into the slot area. Can't find Stewart. May 7 with the assist, just to confirm. I was right on that. Here comes Sadie France. Needs a partner though. Shoots in. That's kicked aside by a errant Brampton Canadette skate. And we'll have a stoppage in play here with 5:55 to go in the first period. 2-0 Barrie Sharks. Ormond on the draw. Won by the Canadettes, so they'll try and cycle that around and get it out of their own end. They do. Comes to neutral, and they'll come in with a bit of a force. Stick lifted, so loses possession of the puck. Sharks find it behind the net. Brampton holds on. Back to the neutral zone. Right back in their own end. That's Beatrice Tamburo. Getting it to the neutral zone. Piper 7 putting it back in play in the Canadette end. DDD pass. It's Maggie Young getting it out of harm's way. It'll go the distance, no icing. Canadettes do find it behind the goal line but can't hang on. Sharks getting in the way. Sharks reclaim it, sending it to the far side. That's Piper 7 getting it out. In comes Aaliyah Sutton, shot in, and a great save there by Mackey. We'll have a whistle here with 4:46 remaining in the first period. What wonderful action. These girls are just wrapping up their regular seasons and provincials and championship weekend, and you can just see that they're still in mid-season form and they're doing awesome. Pass behind the net, and Brampton Canadettes will get it clear. Nearly a breakaway attempt for Emma Sulphur. She's going to come in, shot in. What a great save. That was Mahone on the rush there. Great save by Sador. She read that perfectly. Puck bouncing through the blue, and what action we have here in the last 5 minutes of the first period. Kind of exciting. These guys are just playing to just play, and it's really intense. I love it. Shot in from the blue line. Great pad save by Sador, and another save with the rebound. Oh my. Both goaltenders giving us a clinic in the last couple of minutes. Remarkable. Stewart trying to pull it in. She does. Hands it off though to Grace McKee. Out in front. Simone Swanson trying to hold on to that puck. Doesn't do it. Front's out in front for Stewart, but she can't turn around and get the shot off. Front still on the job. No, she's going to hand it off to Swanson. Can't hold on to the puck. Brampton reclaiming possession. Ooh, Frantz with a pickpocket nearly. Nope, it's going to come to neutral. In comes Kozakowski. No. My apologies, Christina Eccleston. Whoa, Willard tripped. No hand up, play continues. Back behind the goal line, trying to get it out in front. What a backhand pass for Sage. Been seeing some cool finesse puck handling by Julia Sage. She's going to be fun to watch this year. All the way back for Samantha Kozakowski, and she's going to find that, being chased by Kate Stewart off the near side boards. Back and forth in the neutral zone and back into the Canada end. Shot forward there for Avery Gillespie, but it goes off the end of her stick over to Larmond. No, Dion, excuse me. Oh, here comes May Severn. They come in offside, so the linesperson's going to have to blow that dead. Always enjoy watching May Severn. As she gets on her horse, she can fly. 2:24 remaining in the first period. 2-0 Barrie Sharks. Back in the Canada end, trying to get it out in front. They do, slide all the way in. Icing waved off. Sharks will take their time behind the net. Abby Bromwell handing it off. The reclaim out in front. Backhand. What a grab by Mackey. My goodness. Despite the 2 goals that have gone past her, she has been sensational so far here in the first period. Great stops, and that was a great flash of the leather. I'm always impressed by how goaltenders can flash that leather so quickly. Face off to the right of Mackey. I'll keep an eye and see if the goaltending doesn't change here in the second period. I would think that the goaltenders are going to share on both sides. They'll share the game, as it is the last exhibition game for both of these squads. Canadette enter the zone. It's going to get chased and hauled down there by Urbach. Back out in front. Zador doesn't have her stick. She loses that. Trying to mind the post without it. I know it's a difficult job, and she can't pick that puck up. Pick that stick up until the puck clears the zone. Back behind the net. Zador's still watching that puck as the Canadettes cycle that sucker around. Over to Kathleen Dion. Out to the blue line, and it will exit, and Zador has reclaimed her stick. About to go into the final minute of play in the first period. Trying to wrap right in front. What a shot in by Sadie France, and she scores. Been a very active first period, 3-0 Barrie Sharks, but the Canadettes have shown some great resilience on the D, passing around and not giving in. 1:05 remaining in the first period. Charette, back to Cosgrave. Cosgrave with a little bit of finesse there with her stick, slides it up to France. She can't hang on before it's batted back down the other way, and the Canadettes are going to come in offside with 51.4 seconds remaining in the period. Face off just outside of the Shark zone. Front's on the draw to the far side for Charette. Charette trying to hand it off to Stewart. Doesn't get too far. Here's Kozakowski over the red line. Charette behind the net, trying to hand it off to Cosgrave. Doesn't work. Stick lifted. Now hands it off to Cosgrave. I'm going to enjoy saying that next season. Annabella Cosgrave. I'm going to have fun with all the new names. Whoa, shot in. Just misses right over the crossbar. DD pass held on to, but Severn gets a hold of that. Enters the zone. Passes it off. That looked offside, but no call. Bromwell coming in with her as time ticks off of the first period. After 20 minutes, it's 3-0 Barrie Sharks. We're good. 14-6 of the shots on goal in favor of the Barrie Sharks, so it'll be interesting how things proceed forward into the second period. So I see the Zamboni is going to come on here, and I'll take a break. Come on back for the second period, folks. welcome back inside the Shark Tank, ladies and gentlemen. We've got less than 2 minutes remaining here in the intermission, and we'll get set here for period number 2. Bring you back in here to the arena. Sharks just coming on. It looks like Ava Zadori is going to remain in net, I believe. Yep. She'll take up residence here on the right-hand side as the teams will flip ends. Once again, our goal scorers in the first period. The first goal was scored by number 17, Adrielle Charette. Second goal was scored by number 2, Olivia Urbach. And the third goal was scored by a new Shark for this season, number 16, Sadie France. I had the pleasure of seeing Sadie play a couple of times as a call-up. Happy to see her on the squad this year. And the new girls here on the team look amazing. So I'm definitely looking forward to next season. Wrapping up here, 25 seconds remaining on the clock, and we'll get set for period number 2. So happy you guys can join us here in the live stream in this beautiful Sunday afternoon, but I hope you guys all get a chance to go out and enjoy the weather if you're here in Barrie. I know I'm gonna. All right, we're on the face-off dot, and it's looked like it's gonna be Annika Mahone who's gonna take the face-off for Brampton. France is gonna take it for Barrie. Looks like everybody has got their adrenaline pumping and we're set to go. 20 minutes on the clock. And period number 2 is underway. Sharks have it off to the draw. Get it as far as the red line, but the Canadettes bring it right back in. They want to get a goal here and cut into that deficit of 3 goals if they can. Back into the Barrie end. Simone Swanson. Excuse me, not Simone Swanson. I get to get these numbers memorized here. That is Piper Seven. Here comes Kathleen Dion trying to go work it around and get it out in front into the slot area. Goes to the far side. Elba Silva trying to backhand it off to Stewart. Doesn't quite work. Emma Sulphur for Brampton holding on. Looks like we've got a net guard out there on the ice, and whoever it is has to report back to the bench. So that's going to sit there until a whistle blows. To the far side. At the blue line, sending it down. Sharks still on out in front. Shot in by Aaliyah Sutton. Great save by Mackey. Puck still loose. Sharks try to work around. They're holding on to it. Olivia Urbach sends it down, but the Canadettes are going to take it over and send it all the way down into the Sharks' end. Will that be icing? Yes, it will. 18:43 remaining in the second period. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen, while I hold off here for a fan. It's on our YouTube channel and it's public. Just go onto YouTube and search Barrie Junior Sharks and you'll find it sitting there. Aaliyah Sutton on the draw. Canadettes look to have it quickly after the draw. Oh, they reclaimed that. Looks like the Sharks were going to take it over. Cosgrave sends it back down in, so the Canadettes will have to regroup. This is Ashlyn Armstrong behind the goal. She weaves around and peels off away from her Shark who's chasing her. It'll come all the way down, and that's going to be icing again against the Brampton Canadettes with 18:20 remaining in the second period. Mahone is going to take the face-off for Brampton. It's against Urbach. Won by the Canadettes. Canadettes have had great success in winning the puck draws. Just can't hold on possession. Sharks are really good at pickpocketing the Canadettes and getting the puck away from them. Back and forth we go here over that blue line. They'll fight for it right here on the near side boards. Sutton trying to pull it out, and she does. Severn trying to chase after it, and she gets it. Right out in front, goes by everybody to Willard. We're going to have a whistle because the net is off its peg, so we'll have to put that back on the peg so we can't play. 17:53 remaining in the second period. 3-0 Berry Sharks. Have a face-off here to the left of Mackey. We'll see at the 10-minute mark if we see some goaltending changes. I'm going to reckon that we're going to see the other goalies come in this game. Berry Sharks' new goaltender, Riley Maxwell. She came up as a call-up and she had a fantastic game during the regular season. So happy to see her on the squad for this upcoming season. It's going to be exciting with Amelia Wilkinson leaving her spot open. We certainly wish Amelia Wilkinson all the best as she moves forward with her hockey career. It was awesome to have her here in Barrie, as well as the other graduating seniors who have left us. Candidates weave around that blue line, in they come. It's Christina Eccleston trying to get it towards the net. Grace McKee trying to hold on to it there at the blue line. It comes back into the Canadette end. Excuse me, the Sharks end. Sharks hit it out. Van Engen puts it down deep and heads off for a line change. Simone Swanson puts it forward. It's going to trickle down into the Canadette end. Icing waved off. Samantha Brown to the near side. Trying to get picked up by Henry. Two blue, two white here behind the goal line. I'll move my camera over so you can see what's going on. All right, here comes Henry down the near side. Doesn't get far, no, that puck does enter the Shark zone. Stewart trying to chase after it. Brampton doing a great job staying with that puck. Henry, what a force to be reckoned with as she comes in with that puck and she battles for it. Back to the blue line, shot in by Brown. And a save by Zador with 16:15 to go in the second period. Face off here to the right of Zador. It's going to be Sutton. On the draw for Barrie. Molly Adams in the draw for Brampton. It comes out free. I believe that is Urbach. Coming in with May Severn, shot in. Severn doesn't get it on the first attempt. Tries to bat it in on the far side boards, but Mackey is right there to put the glove down, stopping that endeavor. 16:01 to go in the second period. Face off to the left. Sutton on the draw versus Molly Adams. No. In comes Olivia Urbach for the draw. Back to Severn, shot in, hits a couple of bodies. Severn still at it. On the slot, shot in by Olivia Urbach, and a great save by Mackey. 15:54 on the clock. Another face-off to the left of Mackey, taken by Urbach. Severn trying to gather that puck. Canadette's doing a great job on the face-offs. Just can't hold on to that puck long enough. Canadette's trying to get it out of their own end. Sharks doing a great job pushing it towards the net. Canadette's are going to lift it and send it free. It's going to come all the way down, and that will be icing against the Brampton Canadettes with 15:36 remaining in the second period. Samantha Larmond on the draw. Looks like it's Molly Adams again for Brampton. Puck will squeak free, and they're going to chase for it. Zador out to play it. She'll leave it for Cosgrave. She's being chased by a Canadette. Definitely a size difference between Cosgrave and who's chasing her, and that's Emma Sulphur. Molly Adams behind the goal line. She comes out with a bit of burst of speed and sends it forward to her partner. Can't hold on. Sharks taking over in their own end. Simone Swanson trying to move it forward. All the way back. Bromwell trying to get a handle on that, but she loses the edge on that, and that's going to get called for offside with 15:02 remaining in the second period. Shots on goal for the first period once again were 14-6 in favor of Barrie. I was actually expecting that number to be a little bit closer. A lot of shot attempts, even though not a shot on goal. Shot on goal has to be directly at the goaltender. So a lot of opportunities, just not quite directly on target. Ashlyn Armstrong sends it to her D partner, right back to Ashlyn Armstrong. Far side corner. Trying to battle for it. Meta coming in to help the cause, trying to get it out in front. Where De Silva is waiting. It'll come as far as the blue line, back down behind the goal line as Gabby Willard gives it chase. Kozakowski to the far side. Kozakowski. That'll pop back out and over the blue line. We'll have a stoppage and play for the offside. 14-11 remaining in the second period. I love shooting here in the Shark Tank. I love the logo here in the middle of the screen. I love the light that comes through at the top of here. Gives it a different ambience. Usually you don't get any real light coming in. Cadets back on their own end, trying to work it forward. It's Grace McKee sending it down. It's going to get caught up to by Kathleen Dion. Dion can't get it out. Here's Piper Seven. Piper Seven was awesome to watch as a call-up this season. Good to see her as a full-fledged junior Shark coming into the fall. Shot in, goes up and wide. That shot made by Olivia Urbach. Here comes May Severin. No, picked up, had her stick lifted and couldn't carry it. Oh, back and forth. Here comes Van Engen. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. My apologies if I'm not. Sharks taking over. Piper Seven sends it down. Sharks go off on a change. Brampton's got a little bit of space. Will they make use of it? Up to Van Engen has her stick lifted. That's Charette sending it up to Bromwell. Comes to neutral and all the way down. Simone Swanson chases after it, trying to get it out in front. Pushed aside. Larmont trying to pull it out of the corner, but she's pushed with a hip check off of that puck. It'll come to Charette at the blue line. She'll send it down deep. Larmont trying to find it. She'll backhand and try to get it into the slot area. As Bromwell gets a handle on it. Sharks still on the hunt. Shot in. I believe Mackey got a piece of it. Back down into the Sharks' end. Cadets now in possession. They've got a little bit of a 3-on-3 going here. Shot in. Sador sliding over. Back out to the neutral zone. It's going to be Ashlyn Armstrong trying to hold on to that puck. Sadie France comes in and she has other ideas. She already has one goal today. Shot in and a great save by Mackey, who read that puck all the way through the traffic. 11:54 to go in the second period. Blue line, shot in by Willard. Mackey gets a piece of it. Back behind the goal line. Meta holds on, sends it down to her partner. De Silva, puck's gonna squeak out. Meta gets there, but she's being chased by Tatum Anderson. De Silva backtracking. Hands it off. Sharks get out to neutral, but Stewart can't accept the pass, so the puck comes back the other way for the Canedettes. De Silva looking for somebody to pass to. She weaves around a couple of blue sweaters, still stays with the puck, but at the third deep, she can't hold on and she goes off. In comes Aaliyah Sutton, but the puck's going to squeak out and come all the way back. Kathleen Dion's going to find that behind the nets. to May Severn. Severn right in front of Zador. She'll carry the puck on her own over the red line, entering in. She's got Urbach and Sutton with her, but she makes a shot on her own. The puck slides through the blue paint. Out in front for the Canadettes. Can they clear the zone? Yes, they can. Canadettes carry that puck in. Here's Christina Eccleston sliding it over, shot in, but it's far of the far side post. Canadettes trying to wrap around, but it's going to get a penalty. There's going to be a penalty called instead. It's going to be slashing. I think this is the first penalty of the game. So the first power play opportunity is going to go to Brampton. Call is going to go to Aaliyah Sutton. It's 2 minutes for a slash. Let's see how the squads handle special teams. One with a power play and one with a penalty kill. Charette has it after the draw. She's pushed off it, reclaimed by the Canadettes. They'll cycle that puck around to the blue line. Brown trying to hold on. Nearly gets picked off by Bromwell. She does have it, and she brings it into the Canadettes' end. She's all by herself, though. 1 white versus 5 blue. As the defense and the other player for the Sperry Sharks hold back. 30 seconds gone in the power play. Back to the blue line. Pass over. In the slot. What a deke around from the hole. What a shot in. Just misses on the near side post. Katie Bayer trying to shoot in. Sends it down deep. Cosgrave trying to get around everybody. Bromwell coming in to give her a hand. Canadettes reclaim it. Shot in. Blocker save. That shot being made by Maggie Young. Back to Young at the blue line. Shot over. And a glove save there by Zador. That shot being made by number 7, Katie Bayer. 51 seconds remaining in the penalty. 9:07 remaining in the second period. No scoring so far here in the second. All 3 goals were scored in the first period by the Sharks. Julia Sage in for the face-off. Puck sits there for a second. In fact, Sage sits on it. Puck does come out. Van Engen sends it down to the other side. There's still 40 seconds remaining. Now back on the blue line. Shot in. Great save. Canadettes still working towards it. Oh, it's going to come out and go offside. That Samantha Kozakowski just couldn't quite hold the line. 31 seconds remaining in the penalty to Sutton. 8:47 remaining in the second period. We'll have the face-off just on the outside of the Canadette end. Canadettes coming back into their own end. Slide it forward to Van Engen. Meta trying to intercept that. Doesn't work. Canadettes still holding on. Back in their own end. Forward to Van Engen. She hands it off to Sulphur. Sulphur looking for somebody to pass it to. No, she'll send it in herself, and that just goes up and just over the crossbar by inches. Time expires on the penalty. Sutton back on the ice, and we're back to 5-on-5. So 0 for 1 on the power play for the Canadettes. Van Engen sends it to the blue line. Armstrong sends it back down deep. Sulphur's going to try to collect that, but she can't. Intercepted by the Sharks. Sharks trying to get it as far as the blue line. Sonny Meta's going to make a turnaround. Trying to ward off Sulphur, and she does. A little bit faster on the blades. Sharks enter into Canadette end. There is a change in goal now. Sydney Samet is now in goal for the Canadettes. Up to Dion. Dion can't handle that. It'll come all the way in past the goal line. Play continues. Dion trying to find it behind the net. She's being pushed off. Back to the blue line for the Canadettes. To Bayer, setting it in, but that misses the mark high and wide on the near side. Stewart trying to work that puck out of the end. Canadettes doing a great job keeping it down in there. Just can't hold on to the puck long enough to get a good shot in. They've had a couple of really good opportunities. All the way down. That's going to be icing. Maggie Young couldn't quite get there fast enough, so it's going to be icing against the Barrie Sharks with 6:49 remaining in the second period. Face off to the left of the door. No goalie change yet. Riley Maxwell was happy to be here. I heard a rumor that Riley Maxwell just recently won a bronze medal at the Esso Cup, so congratulations to her. What a great shot in by Katie Bear. Just misses the mark. Turned aside by Isadora, and they'll battle for it on the far side boards. Pass up, just goes over to Silva, and that will go the distance, and that will be icing against the Barrie Sharks. 6:19 remaining in the second period. Still 3-0, no scoring yet here in the second. Another face-off to the left of Sador. France taking the draw, and that's won by the Sharks to the far side for Kate Stewart. Hands it off to France. She'll come in. Shot in, hits a shin guard of the Canadette that's standing in front of her. Back behind the net, that's Ashlyn Armstrong getting it out in front, trying to hand it off. Doesn't quite work. Here's Mahone. Mahone with some speed. Can't be caught by May-Severn. Mahone fires, finds the top corner, and she scores. And Brampton's on the board. What great determination by Mahone to get over that blue line and weave around all the Sharks who are on a frenzy in their own end. With 5:51 remaining, Mahone gets them on the board. Again, 5:51 remaining in the period. Cosgrave trying to get a stick on that puck and clear it out. With Brampton on the board, this could stem them to increase their adrenaline and get another one. In fact, that's exactly what we're witnessing here. Two coming back the other way. Get a little upended at the blue line and will just dump it down. Picked up by the Sharks defense. That was an unassisted goal by Mahone. Beautiful shot. Right corner. Urbach trying to collect it. No, she's going to leave that for Charette. Charette off to Cosgrave. Cosgrave backhanding it off to Charette. Up to the red line. In comes Aaliyah Sutton. And thank goodness Aaliyah Sutton and Olivia Urbach still have that stripe of pink tape on their helmet so I can easily recognize who they are. Sonia Meta, sending it forward to Samantha Lormond. She's got a bit of space, but can she cut into the slot? She's all by herself. She will cut in. She'll wait and she'll fire. And a great save by Samet. Lormond trying to weave around. She's pushed off the puck by Anderson. Sharks still maintain control. Shot in, and somehow Samet has it. .4:19 remaining in the second period. Larmond on the draw versus Molly Adams. Oh, which one's out? Oh, so it's going to be Larmond. So in comes Swanson? Nope. It's going to be Bromwell taking the draw. All right. Katie Bear is sitting it to the far side as the Canadettes look to clear it out of the zone. It does get out to the neutral zone and go the distance. Is that going to be icing? No, they've called it off. It just slowed down as it entered the Sharks' end, which is a break for Brampton. Let's see if they can capitalize on that opportunity. Down deep. Sulphur trying to get it out in front. Shot in. Shot made by Katie Bear. Sharks will clear it out. Icing again waved off. Maggie Young behind her own net. Sending it forward. Over Bear, and that now will be icing with 3:35 remaining in the second period. 3-1 Barrie Sharks. Face off to the right of Samet. It's won by the Canadettes. Bears sending it to the far side. Sharks try to hold that off at the pass, but it does squeak out of the zone. That's going to be called for a little incidental contact on the Barrie bench. 3:26 remaining in the second period. Face off between Mahone and France, 2 goal scorers in this contest today. Canadettes have it after the draw. Forward to Van Engen. Van Engen brings it and chips it off the board, slides it towards the net, shot in, rebound available, and it squeaks in. And Van Engen gets them within 1. .316 remaining, and there's only a 1-goal difference between these two squads. Sharks haven't scored a goal yet here in the second period. Brampton finding a way to turn it around and make this more of an even contest. Puck sits there after the draw. Bromwell runs into Kozakowski. She runs into her again. No call. Comes all the way down right on net. Zador will leave it for Charette. Cosgrave taking up residence in front of the net. Back behind Zador. Charette trying to get it out, and she'll ride the boards, and it'll come all the way down, and that should be icing. No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. That was a delayed call on that. So icing against the Barrie Sharks, and we'll have a face-off here back in the end with 2:44 remaining in the second period. Face-off to the left of Zador, who still remains in net. I'm hoping we see Riley Maxwell here in the third period. I know she's probably kind of tired after the last few days. There seems to be a discussion happening here at the Barrie bench. All good. This is only an exhibition game. It's only for fun, so nothing really riding on this one. I'm sure Coach Eldridge is just asking for maybe for an explanation regarding a call or a non-call, but play continues. Shot in and a glove save. That shot made by Grace McKee from the blue line. Can the Canadettes get her all tied up before the end of the second? We'll see. Stand by. Normally at this time I talk about what's on the agenda next for the Barrie Sharks, but there isn't. This is probably the lowest stressed stream I've done in a long time with nothing to talk about except the game in front of me, which is kind of fun. Sharks coming in. Shot in by Severn. What a block! My goodness, what a block by Samantha Brown. You could hear it hit the shin guard. That's putting your body in front of you. Willard trying to hold the line, but it bumps over her stick. Sharks will have to retreat back into their own end. Sonia Mehta, big turn. Trying to pass it off to Urbach. Canadettes intercept. They'll battle for it in front of the Barrie bench. Sutton pushing through in the slot. Fire, saved by Samet. Brampton not giving up in getting it out of town, and they do. Back to Olivia Urbach. Mehta to Willard. Willard sending it up to Severn. Almost looks like May Severn's gotten a little taller, or maybe it's the different white jersey. She looks taller out there. Shot in. Oh my goodness. Shot in there by Carly Henry, and Zador had to be on the spot, and she was. 1:26 remaining. Zador getting busier and busier as this game proceeds forward. In the face-off dot is going to be Tatum Anderson versus Sadie France. Again, won by the Canadettes. Would love to see percentages on face-off wins by the Canadettes and the Sharks. It's a statistic that's not kept track of at this level, but I wish there was that available. Gets pulled off, and here comes Kate Stewart, but she loses the handle on that. Canadettes send it back the other way. Last minute of play here in the second period. Here's Sadie France down the near side board. She'll dump it down in. Kate Stewart's going to give it chase. It bounces out right in front into the crease, and Samet's going to put that glove down for a stop and a whistle. 46.4 seconds remaining in the second period. Larmond in for the face-off. Puck sister for a second. Canadettes get a handle on it first, but can't hold on to the blue line for Seven. Seven sending it down to Bromwell. No! Shot in by Simone Swanson, and Samet had to be careful. 32.5 seconds. Brampton Canadettes have come all the way back to within one, and they want to keep this momentum going as they wrap up the second period and head into the third. Larmond and Adams on the face-off again to the right of Samet, won by the Canadettes. Bear sending it back to the far side corner. Far as the blue line, but not out. Bromwell trying to push forward. They'll come to the neutral zone for Charette. She's trying to hand it off to Cosgrave, but she takes a turn and goes forward instead. Over to Larmond, fire in, and a great stop by Samet with 10.7 seconds remaining in the second period. Things will get back up and going here in the latter half of August, and we'll have some more exhibition games, I'm sure, to bring you on the YouTube channel, and then the season gets going in September. Usually the home opener is about the third weekend in September, so we'll look forward to that. 4.4 seconds on the clock with icing called against the Brampton Canadettes. I hear there's going to be different of alignment on the divisions, and I'll be anxious to see how all that comes into play. As things progress here with women's hockey, things looking more and more like the boys. I love that. I would love to see playoffs very similar to the boys. Out in front, shot in by Charette, and a great save by Samet as the second period comes to a close. My goodness. So no scoring for the Sharks, but 2 on the board for the Canadettes, and we've got a game here, folks. Only a 1-goal difference. Come on back for the third period. You're not going to want to miss it. 27-14 are the total shots on goal. Again, I thought it'd be closer, but you know what? It's what gets behind the goal line and hits the mesh that's important. Come on back for the third period, folks. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting set here for the third period, just 2.5 minutes remaining, and I want to come on and just say one final thank you to everybody who's given Josh, my partner Josh, and I support on the YouTube channel this year. It's been a fabulous ride. We're looking forward to doing it even bigger and better next year, so stay tuned for all the activity on the Facebook page and on Instagram. I'm going to let everybody know when things get ramped up in August. Big shout out to Rob Whitehead, Rob Hardy, Coach Eldridge, Coach Mike, Coach Rebecca, Josh Thompson, and all the ladies on the 2024-2025 squad. You were fabulous. We can't wait to see what our graduating seniors will do next. I love the way things are developing here with women's hockey. PWHL is expanding. They're about to wrap up their regular season for the second time and go into playoffs and hand off another trophy. Women's hockey is on the rise, and it's exciting. I almost regret that I'm not a little younger to participate in even more than I already am. I did have the privilege of watching my daughter play hockey for 8 years with the Barrie Sharks organization, which actually led me to do this live streaming, which I'm very grateful for. She no longer plays, but I'm grateful to be able to have the chance to do this. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where women's hockey goes from here, and I really, really believe that within a certain length of time, hopefully it's in 5 years, that girls hockey and women's hockey looks like boys hockey and is taken as seriously as boys hockey. It will be awesome. Final minute of the intermission here, and we'll get set. Mahan is going to take the face off, our goal scorer. She got Brampton on the board. Second goal was scored by Van Engen. Once again, the goal scorers for Barrie were Charette, Urbach, and France. 30 seconds remaining. Once again, folks, thank you for joining the live stream on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed this exhibition game. Regardless of how it turns out, it's been fun watching these new girls gel with each of their new squads. You hear the pounding on both benches as we get set for period number 3. Here we go. There's the buzzer. France and Mahone again on the face-off dot, and we are underway. Right off the hop, Meta comes in and grabs that puck and makes a valiant effort, but she has that puck stolen away from her, and it comes all the way to the blue line. Stewart putting it back in play, can't get a shot off. De Silva makes an attempt, but that's pushed to some, and we come back the other way with that puck. Ava Zador is still in net, so I assume that Riley Maxwell's not coming into this game, but that's okay. We'll have ample opportunity to see her in the fall. Zador will have to stop there, and she'll leave that for a defense that barely hits the plexiglass and stays in. Stewart tries to chase after it. Brampton finds it. That's Maggie Young behind the net. Canadettes do get it out and bring it into the Sharks' end. Cosgrave is right there and sends it over to her D partner. That's Sonia Meta, I believe. Yes, it is. She's about the only one wearing the same number that she always does. We'll have a stoppage in play here with 19:07 remaining in the third period. Julia Sage on the face-off dot for Brampton. Sharks come away with that puck. Pass up to Olivia Urbach. Sutton's with her on her left. Shot in, go for the tip, and that nearly connected. Just misses the mark over the far side. My goodness. Urbach and Sutton still in season form. Puck comes back the other way, and that will be icing against the Brampton Canadettes. And we're just a minute 10 into this third and final frame. Once this game is done, I'm going to really make a hasty exit as I need to scoot out and get over to the Barrie Colts game. That starts in less than an hour. And I got a 20-minute drive ahead of me, so I'm going to get off the live stream and boot it down there. Yes, I am a hockey fanatic. I go all over the place. Back to Charette. Charette holds on, weaves around Van Engen. Trying to send it up to Severin. Severin batting the puck out of the air. Luckily, it was underneath the stick and not across the top of the stick, or that might have been a slashing call. Charette sending it down deep before heading off to the bench for a line change. Bayer finding it to the far side for Van Engen. They get it out of the zone. Sharks trying to bring it right back in, and they do come in onside. Bromwell trying to chase it. Canadians get rid of it, and it will come the distance. Kathleen Dion sits there and looks, sends it up to Bromwell. Bromwell trying to pass it over, but it hits a skate and remains in the Sharks' end. Sits around the blue paint, which means the Canadians are still onside, but they can't hold on. Coming back the other way is a chase. Bromwell gets there first before Brown for Brampton, so the Sharks had an opportunity, but that puck squirted out of the blue line, and it was offside with 17:41 remaining in the third period. 3-2 Sharks. Canadians would like nothing better than to get a tying goal here in the third period after going down 3-0 after the first. Down behind the net. Oh, out in front, errant pass. Sharks will try to capitalize on that. Pass made by Grayson McKee, just didn't quite slide over where she wanted it. In comes Kate Stewart, sends it to 7 at the blue line. She fires in, the save, and it's steered aside to the far corner. Sharks still on the hunt. It's France being around. What great effort. Puck comes loose. Here comes Henry. Dump it down in and go off on a line change. Sharks taking over in their own end. France, a little bit of a bobble, but she's sending it over to the far side. Meta trying to work it out, doesn't come. Canadians forcing towards the net, shot in, just misses on the near side. That shot made by Molly Adams. It'll come to the blue line. Adams trying to step in again and maintain control of that puck and get it out in front. Kozakowski is at the blue line. Molly Adams dumps it down in. Kozakowski again waiting. Molly Adams fires it up and over and down for Willard. They'll battle for it here in the near side corner and take it behind the net to the far side for May Severn. Severn scoots it out, tries to chase after it, and she's got a bit of space trying to get around Kozakowski, and she does. Weaves around, shot in, save made by Samet. In come the Canadians. This is Sophia Starr sliding it off to Eccleston. Still on the hunt there in the far side corner. I think it's Mahone down there. It is. Meta getting a hip check in to kick her off the puck. Meta to Urbach. Urbach can't get it out. Mahone with a great backhand to hold the line, but it does eventually squeak out. Attempt here by Urbach. No. Samet gets rid of it, but the puck remains in the Canadette end. Comes out to neutral. Meta will send it back to her D, Cosgrave. Cosgrave trying to set up for it. Intercepted by Brampton. That's Christina Eccleston. Shot and rebound available. Zador had to be careful as she slid over, but she got there in time. Maggie Young holding the line, sending it down. Van Engen finding it right around the referee, but Sonny Meta says, I'll take that instead. Out to Bromwell. Bromwell trying to find Simone Swanson, but it's forced back down into the Sharks' end. Sharks a little bit back on their heels here. 5 minutes in. Canadiens getting all their chances here. Just can't get one past the defense and Zador. No icing called. Brown finds it, being chased by Simone Swanson. Cosgrave with a push and shove, but it goes over everybody and all the way down into the Sharks' end. Here's Adriel Charette to Cosgrave. Cosgrave can't get it out. Brampton taking over, trying a centering pass. Sharks keep it on the outside. Another attempt there by Van Engen, and she can't hold on. Canadiens hold the line, shot in, rebound available. De Silva's going to hand it off to Kate Stewart with that loose puck, and she's going to come in by herself. De Silva in the slot, waiting for a pass. She does pass it out, but can't connect. Here comes Emma Sulphur over the blue line. Passing it off to Henry. Henry trying to find it through the blue and out the other end. No Canadette available. Sharks get it out. This is De Silva. Back into the neutral zone. They'll battle for it right there on the blue line. Canadettes have to backtrack. This is Tatum Anderson back behind the net. To the far side. Back to the near side for the Canadettes, and here they come. Kozakowski dumps it down. Zadora is going to find that and leave it for Piper 7. 7 back to the far side. It's really hard to read the numbers on the back of these jerseys because they're yellow. I'm so happy they changed the colors to blue and red for the season. All right, here comes May Severn. She's got Sutton with her, shot in. Saved by Samet. She's knocked off and loses her stick in the process. Sharks still on the hunt. Bounces over, play continues. Quick moving third period as we're already approaching the halfway point. 12:40 remaining. Not a whole lot of whistles. Back for Urbach. Sends it to the far side. Trying to get it out to Bromwell. It will trickle into the neutral zone. Urbach trying to find it. She carries it in, but the D for Brampton finds it and clears it out. Into the neutral zone. Sharks reclaim the puck. Beatrice Tamburo giving it chase, but the Sharks are going to get it clear. Here's Bromwell. Fire in way high and over the crossbar. Mahone trying to scoop it out, and she does, and she'll rig it around behind the net and around the side of the boards. Canadettes do get it out. Here comes Bromwell. Bromwell coming in, cross-ice pass, fire in, and a great stop by Samet. .11:42 remaining in the third period. Still 3-2 for the Barrie Sharks. No scoring yet here in the third period. Have a face-off here to the right of Samet. Far side for Cosgrave. She'll attempt to fire, but that's blocked by a couple of blue jerseys. Can't get it out. Sharks will fire it in, right behind the net. Brampton comes in with a bit of a head of steam, but can't hold on to the puck. That's Emma Sulford couldn't hold on to it. Sharks take over, get it as far as the blue line, but right over Brown's stick, and it'll trickle all the way down, and that will, no, it is not icing. It's going to get picked up, though, by Kate Stewart. She'll find it, tries to get it out to the slot area. De Silva can't quite accept that. Too many Canadettes in front. 7 holds the line, dumps it down in for Brown for Brampton. Sadie France on the job behind that goal line. Some pushing and shoving ensues. De Silva trying to pull it out, but France sticks with it, and she has that puck, trying to put it towards the net. And a good paddle stop there by Samet. At the blue line for Meta. Turned aside by Brampton, and it comes right back out to neutral. 10:30 to go here in the third period. 3-2 for Barrie. Up to Kate Stewart. No icing. Kate Stewart finds it first. To the far side. Kozakowski tries to ward off the rush. Oh, she finds that puck off the boards and gets it out. Here comes Eccleston, fire in just past the far side post. What a great effort by Eccleston. In comes Severn, has her stick lifted. Urbach trying to back her up. Ashlyn Armstrong getting in on the defense. Can't get it out. Right back to in front of Samet. Henry trying to feed off. Doesn't work. Here's Olivia Urbach in the Brampton end. That's going to get picked up right in front of the crease. Eccleston. Hang it off to Henry. Henry doesn't get far, but she does cross that blue line just a little slower before she heads off to the bench for a line change. Here's Urbach. She'll dump it down. Lormont trying to find it. Bromwell trying to ward off the puck getting out so they can reclaim it and get a shot in on net. Brampton doing all they can to get the puck out, and they do. And it comes all the way down, and that will be icing against the Brampton Cadets with 8:58 to go in the third period. There's still only that 1 goal difference. Again, the goal scorers for the Brampton Cadets. Annika Mahone got them on the board, and Van Engen followed up. Goal scorers for Barrie, Adriel Charette, Olivia Urbach, and Sadie France. Face off to the left of Salmon. Back to the far side. Sharks bring it into the slot, weave around. That was De Silva trying to hand it off to Stewart. They seem to be developing some good chemistry here in this exhibition game. Beatrice Tamburo brings it through the neutral zone and dumping it down into the very end. Cosgrave using her stick and trying to get it out. Cosgrave is tall. She's got a lot of muscle to work with. I look forward to see what kind of a force she is to be reckoned with come this fall. Out in front, nearly an opportunity for Sulphur, shot in through the blue. Brampton coming oh so close to getting an equalizer here with just 8 minutes remaining here in the third period. Brown trying to hold on to that puck. It finds Sulphur, but she can't turn around and get a shot off. Puck will trickle all the way back. That is McKee. She'll find it behind the net. Out to Sophia Starr. Brampton finds it, brings it in. Here's Sulphur again. Turned aside by Sador. Sador will be the veteran netminder coming in with Wilkinson leaving. I'm sure Coach Eldridge is happy to have her on for another year. Slide in, turned aside by Salmon on the far side. Puck will squeak out, and we'll come back and go the distance. Will there be enough for icing? No. Dion out for Swanson. In comes Eccleston, puts it towards the net, but past the near side post. Collision there with 7 in Eccleston. Shot in. Sador gets a paddle on it. Out to the point. Shot in by everybody, but past the far side post. Eccleston trying the wraparound. Out to the slot to Kozakowski. She'll wind and fire. Sador gets a piece of that with the blocker. Great action here by the Canadettes in the latter half of this third period. My goodness. The busiest Sador has been in a long time. 6:39 to go here in the third period. Still a 3-2 lead here for Barrie. Tatum Anderson to take the draw for Brampton. Comes out to the blue line. Maggie Young can't hold it. Bayers sends it back towards the Sharks' end. She's got it again. Trying to chip it off the boards. Doesn't quite make it. And here come the Sharks. Shot in by May Severin. Has her stick lifted, so that goes to the far side corner. Sharks try to hold on, but the Canadettes get it clear and bring it back into the Sharks' end. Here's Urbach. Stood up at the blue line. Cross-ice pass. Brampton seems to be in the middle of a line change, so the Sharks have got some free space. Trying to dump it down in. That will go up and out of play with 5:43 remaining in the third period. Sharks still up by 1. We'll have a face-off here just outside of the Shark zone. De Silva has it after the draw. Trying to pull it in and hand it off to Kate Stewart. She finds it, goes behind the net, trying to get it out in front. Cosgrave is at the blue line. Stewart leaves it. Cosgrave fires it in, and that's turned aside by Salmon. Backhand, wrong side of the mesh. Sharks stay with it. Stewart trying to pull it out. A lot of yelling happening from the Brampton bench, trying to tell their players to get in proper positions. Fire through. Doesn't reach the target. Canadettes are going to get it out. Coming to the 5-minute mark remaining here in the third period. Sharks turn it back the other way. Up to Sulphur. And Charette brings it in offside with 4:55 to go in the third period. We'll have a face-off just outside the Canada end. Mahone on the draw. Canadettes have it. Here's Eccleston. Over the blue line, trying to feed it off to Mahone. It worked, but she bobbled the pass. She'll catch up to it in the far side corner. Out in front, Sharks taking over and clear it out. It's batted down out of the air by Kozakowski, and she'll turn around and put it back in play in the very end. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third period. I know Brampton really wants a goal here. Only because I would. Lormond trying to cut through all the blue sweaters. She'll battle for it on the far side. It's going to get picked up in the corner by Ashlyn Armstrong. Bounce off the boards. Canadettes can't quite clear. Sharks send it back down. Here's Samantha Lormond looking for Bromwell. She'll hit the slot. Has her stick lifted, and the Canadette has a seat for her trouble, and they'll come out to the neutral zone. Meta. Bringing it in. Upended at the blue line. Comes back the other way. Sage nearly with an opportunity, but couldn't quite break free. Here's Olivia Urbach. Urbach backhands it off. Willard sends it through. Van Engen sends it back to the defense. Over for Maggie Young. Back to Katie Bear. 3.5 to go here in the third period. That'll be an icing call against the Brampton Canadettes. 3:25 on the board. Still 3-2 in favor of the Barrie Junior Sharks. Face off by Sage and Sutton, won by the Canadettes. Sutton taking over, sending it to Severn, I believe. Yes, it is. Willard fires it in, and that reaches the crease, and a great save by Samet. Now 3:13 remaining in the third period. Defensive change up here for the Sharks. Puck will trickle. Canadettes Beatrice Tamburo trying to get a piece of that, but she can't quite catch up to it fast enough. Through the slot there and in front of the crease, and Samet's got it with 3:01 remaining in the third period. Big thank you to everybody who's joined me on the live stream here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. I can't wait to do it all over again come August. I hope everybody enjoys their summer. I know I'm going to enjoy my summer. It's been a long winter here in Barrie with all the snow and the ice storm that we had in the month of April. It's going to be an awesome warm stretch. Play continues here in the Brampton end. Grace McKee trying to slide it over to Brown. Canadettes find it and get it out. This is Tatum Anderson bringing it into the Sharks' end. Charette trying to hold off her rival. Stewart's going to get a piece of it. Is it going to come out? No, it's not. Canadette's still on the hunt in the Sharks' end. 2.5 remaining here in the third period. Stewart gets into the neutral zone and trying to feed off to De Silva. Back up to Henry in the neutral zone. She's by herself, though. Forced back towards the red line. Back in come the Canadettes. Molly Adams trying to get a piece of that. Kozakowski holds the line, but the Sharks get it out. Here's Simone Swanson handing it off to Bromwell. Bromwell fires it towards the net. Steered aside by Samet. That's going to be a penalty call. It's going to be a hooking call. That's going to go against the Brampton Canadettes. So with 1:51 to go here in the third period, the Sharks Sharks are going to get their first chance at the power play or no? Yep. So Brampton Canadettes, I think it's Avery Gillespie who's going to sit 2 minutes. Well, less than 2 minutes is left, so we'll see if she sits the full remaining amount of time. Here's Eccleston. Brampton's killing off of penalties, so it's awesome to see them come here over the blue line and make an attempt here at a shorthanded goal. 1.5 minutes remaining. Can the Sharks get something here on the power play, or will Brampton kill it off? 90 seconds on the clock. Far side. Dion trying to feed it up. Bromwell finds it. Leaves it for Samantha Lormond. Lormond behind the nets. Almost a full lap. Dion down low. Far side. Shot in. 58.6 seconds remaining. Can the Sharks hang on to a 3-2 lead? Will they get one more? As I said earlier, I need to get off the stream rather quickly as I need to get down to the Sadlon Arena, but thank you so much everybody for joining me here on the live stream. I look forward to seeing you in the fall. On the blue line to Willard. Cross-ice pass. Shot in by, I think it's Cosgrave. Shot and it goes in. So with 45.1 seconds remaining in the third period, the Sharks will get one more on the power play. May 7 looks to be leading the rush, so it looks like she's got the goal as she gives the door a high five here. So 4-2, Barrie Sharks. 45 seconds remaining. Mahone on the face-off versus Urbach. Canadettes will come down, empty net as the goaltender beats it. So we'll have an extra attacker here for 35 seconds and see if that helps. See if Brampton can get one more. Sonia Meta turning around. It'll squeak out with 20 seconds remaining, empty net. Canadettes finding it. We'll get it out into the neutral zone. Olivia Urbach trying to bring it right back in. Final 10 seconds of the 2024-2025 season. It's been a heck of a ride. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. I can't wait to do it all over again in August and September. Final seconds ticks off and your final score here. Barrie 4, Brampton 2. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me here this afternoon. I look forward to doing it in the fall. Good afternoon. And keep the faith. Bye-bye.